Hello, my friend. This is Clyde. A strong message for you today. We begin with John chapter 15, verse 5 to verse 8, which says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burnt. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples. A message comes from a source and it has a target audience. Messages can cause various responses, and that depends in large measure on whether the message was clear or if it was understood as intended. I once got a traffic ticket for speeding, and I had to admit that I saw the speed limit, but I ignored it. I felt that I could get away with going fast, as I had done on previous occasions. The message was clear. I responded negatively. Jesus sends a message to us today. He is talking to his disciples, his followers, people who are part of his tribe. That would be you, child of God. Bearing in mind that if Jesus is sending you a message, it is meant to be taken seriously. So from the outset, I invite you to listen well and make sure you understand what Jesus is saying to you. I would invite you to see the 4 parts of this one message. Part 1. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. To put things into perspective, Jesus establishes who we are. He is vine, you are branches. What does that mean? It means that there is a close relationship with the branches and the vine. They are connected. The vine is a source for the branches. The branches grow out of the vine. There can be no branch without a vine, but the vine can do without a particular branch. Now for the main point. In order for the branch to achieve its purpose, that of bearing fruit, branch and vine have to have a dynamic relationship. The branch draws on the vine and the vine pours into the branch. Jesus is saying to the branch, you cannot fulfill your branch purpose without being in strong relationship with me, the vine. Is that clear so far? Part 2. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown in the fire, and burned. Now Jesus is getting down to specifications. In part 1, he says that without me you can do nothing. Now he is addressing the unlikely event that a branch does not remain in the vine. If you choose to not stay connected to the vine, then you cannot bear fruit. Back up. What is the purpose of the branch? The purpose of the branch is to bear fruit, and it bears fruit when it is connected to the vine and is drawing nutrients from the vine. So as a branch, if you wish to fulfill your purpose, if you wish to be productive, then you must stay connected to the vine. In other words, if bearing fruit is not your goal, if you wish to remain a pretty looking Christian but doing nothing that branches are supposed to do, then go ahead, because your fate is certain. You will be cut off as a fruitless branch, and the result will be that you will be discarded. Branches that do not bear fruit will pay the consequences. Part 3. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. That last message is scary. It leaves the branches no choice but to bear fruit. And if you want to bear fruit, then you have to stay in connection with the vine so that you fulfill your purpose. Which makes sense, right? So now, if you are drawing nutrients from the vine, which is Jesus, then you are going to see fruits of the vine because you are connected to the vine. I love how he says it. This relationship when kept right, provides great benefits. He promises that if the connection is strong, if the Christian is having meaningful moments with God on a daily basis, then Jesus says that whatever you ask for, it will be done. I suspect that if you are having active and meaningful relationship with Jesus, then you will see blessings coming your way. Part 4. This is to my Father's glory that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples. Listen to Jesus clearly. For much of this message, he was using a metaphor, but by the time he gets to part 4, he shifts things around. He talks about his father, the farmer. There's nothing more exciting to a farmer than to see fruits. He walks through the garden and he sees fruits on branches. Branches are committed to the vine, and he makes one major definitive statement. The branch is a disciple. The fruit-bearing branch is a disciple. The fruit-bearing branch of God is a disciple. Doesn't that excite you to know that you are a disciple, a follower of Jesus, a purpose-driven disciple of Jesus, a productive disciple of Jesus? What an honor to be called a disciple of Jesus, someone who is obviously bearing fruit, someone who is reaching others for the kingdom. That is so exciting, and it all starts with the branch remaining in the vine and gradually bearing fruit. By now, it should be clear that you have a total understanding of this message.